Hey everyone, it's Neil from New on Vinyl, and today I'm diving into Lady Gaga's latest album, Mayhem. Released on March 7th, 2025, this record marks a triumphant return to Gaga's pop roots, blending her signature eclectic style and fresh, innovative sounds. Mayhem has been making waves in the music industry, with critics praising its boldness and creativity. The album showcases Gaga's ability to reinvent herself while staying true to the essence that made her a global icon. In this video, we'll embark on a track-by-track breakdown, exploring the themes, production choices, and my personal interpretations of each song. And remember, these are just my thoughts, so I'd love to hear your interpretations in the comments. If you enjoy deep dive album analysis like this one, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss a breakdown that I publish in the future. So let's dive into Mayhem. Lady Gaga sets the tone for Mayhem with an electrifying opener that feels like a statement of intent. Disease is a pulsating synth-heavy track that explores fame as an infectious condition, something that spreads uncontrollably and consumes its host. Gaga's vocal delivery is hauntingly seductive in the verses, almost like she's luring the listener in, before exploding into a chaotic, almost frantic chorus. The beat is relentless, the production layered with distortion, and the lyrics paint a picture of someone trapped in the cycle of fame, unable to escape its grasp. The song's title itself suggests something that takes over the body and mind, much like the impact of celebrity culture. Beyond its themes of obsession and self-destruction, Disease works as a metaphor for the addiction to validation in the digital age. The production cleverly mirrors this feeling, with a suffocating build-up that never quite resolves, keeping the listener on the edge. The track recalls the industrial grit of Born This Way while embracing a futuristic, hyperpop energy. As an opener, Disease doesn't just invite listeners into mayhem, it drags them in and refuses to let them go. Abracadabra is pure theatrical pop chaos in the best way possible. Blending dark cabaret influences with pulsating electronic beats, Gaga crafts a song that feels both eerie and exhilarating. The lyrics lean into the themes of illusion and transformation, playing with the idea that nothing and no one is ever as they seem. The production is full of misdirection, with sudden beat changes, warped vocal effects, and a bridge that feels like it belongs in a twisted Broadway show. Gaga's delivery is playful yet commanding, making it clear that she's the one pulling the strings in this magic act. The song's deeper message speaks to the smoke and mirrors of the entertainment industry, how celebrities craft personas that blur the line between reality and fantasy. The production gives the track an almost hypnotic quality, with layers of synths and theatrical instrumentation adding to its spellbinding effect. The interpolation of Susie and the Banshee's Spellbound adds an extra layer of nostalgia, linking the song's themes to the gothic, supernatural energy of the 80s. As a second track, Abracadabra keeps Mayhem's energy sky high, proving that Gaga is still the master of turning pop music into performance art. One of the most cinematic moments on Mayhem, Garden of Eden takes biblical themes and reimagines them in a lush, surreal soundscape. The track opens with ethereal synths and a delicate vocal delivery, setting a dreamlike tone. But as the song progresses, the production grows darker and more layered, mirroring the transformation from innocence to corruption. Questioning whether perfection is ever truly attainable or if it's just an illusion. The song builds to a stunning gospel-like chorus that sounds both euphoric and apocalyptic, making it one of the most sonically ambitious moments on the album. Lyrically, Garden of Eden plays with contrasts: light versus dark, freedom versus confinement, desire versus restraint. Gaga's voice soars as she sings about wanting to escape paradise, rather than stay trapped within it, flipping the traditional biblical narrative on its head. The bridge is particularly striking, with layered harmonies and sudden tempo shifts that make it feel like the moment of realization before a fall. Critics have already pointed to Garden of Eden as a standout with its mix of electro-pop and Baroque-era elements, making it one of Gaga's most experimental and thought-provoking songs to date. Perfect Celebrity is Gaga at her most satirical, taking aim at the absurd standards placed on public figures. The song's biting lyrics explore the idea of perfection as a manufactured illusion, dissecting how celebrities are molded, marketed, and consumed by the public. The production mirrors the themes with glossy, hyper-polished synths the contrast with the gritty, almost mechanical beats underneath. There's a robotic quality to her vocal delivery in the verses, emphasizing the idea of a pop star as a programmed entity rather than a real person. Beneath the humor and camp here, Perfect Celebrity carries a darker message, how the pursuit of perfection often leads to self-destruction. The chorus explodes into an almost desperate plea layered with distorted harmonies that make it sound like the breaking point of someone trying to keep up with an unattainable image. It's reminiscent of the Fame Monster era in its critique of celebrity culture, but with the more experimental production flourishes that define Mayhem. Gaga has always thrived when she blends sharp social commentary with irresistible pop hooks, and Perfect Celebrity is a perfect example of that balance. After the high-energy chaos of the previous tracks, Vanish Into You slows things down, offering one of the album's most vulnerable moments. The song leans into a dreamlike, melancholic soundscape with airy synths and delicate vocal layering that creates an almost weightless effect. Lyrically, it explores themes of obsession, self-loss, and love, wanting someone so much that you start dissolving into them. There's a bittersweet beauty in how Gaga delivers the verses almost as if she's drifting away while singing them. What makes Vanish Into You so captivating is how the production subtly mirrors the song's themes. The mix becomes increasingly hazy as the track progresses, as if the boundaries between self and other are truly vanishing. The chorus feels both haunting and soothing, with Gaga's voice floating over reverb-drenched synths that make it feel like she's calling out from another dimension. It's a rare moment of softness in an album otherwise filled with aggressive energy, showing that Mayhem isn't just about rebellion, it's also about surrendering to emotion. Killah stands as a testament to Lady Gaga's ability to fuse diverse musical influences into a cohesive and compelling track. Collaborating with French producer Gesaffelstein, Gaga crafts a song that melds electro-funk with industrial elements, drawing inspiration from artists like Prince and Nine Inch Nails. The production is characterized by dense synthesizers, heavy bass lines, and aggressive electronic rhythms, creating a hypnotic groove that captivates the listener. Gaga's vocal delivery oscillates between seductive whispers and commanding declarations, embodying the persona of a femme fatale who is both alluring and dangerous. The track's structure is particularly noteworthy, with verses that build in intensity leading to a high-energy chorus. Gesaffelstein's influence becomes especially prominent in the latter half of the song, where the instrumentation fragments into a distorted techno interlude before returning to the chorus with renowned vigor. The progression adds depth and complexity, making Killah a standout on Mayhem. Critics have praised the song for its bold fusion of genres, and Gaga's confident performance, highlighting it as a testament to her versatility and willingness to push musical boundaries. Gaga has always loved a bit of camp horror in her music, and Zombieboy embraces that aesthetic wholeheartedly. The track is a playful yet eerie love song using zombie metaphors to explore themes of devotion and transformation in a relationship. The production has a bouncy, almost carnival-like quality, with quirky synths and a rhythm that feels like it could soundtrack a neon-lit horror movie. There's an exaggerated theatricality to the way Gaga delivers the lyrics, making the song feel like it belongs in a twisted Broadway musical. Beneath its campy exterior, Zombieboy carries an emotional weight. The song could be interpreted as a metaphor for loving someone who is emotionally unavailable or changed beyond recognition. The idea of someone becoming a zombie in a relationship speaks to the themes of emotional numbness, codependency, and also trying to hold on to something that no longer exists. The way the production builds, starting off fun and playful before turning eerie into the bridge, mirrors that shift in tone. It's a standout track, proving once again that Gaga excels at blending the absurd with the deeply personal. Gaga has always had a talent for blending romance with danger, and Lovedrug is a perfect example of that intoxicating duality. The song captures the highs and lows of an all-consuming passion, likening love to the substance that accelerates and destroys in equal measure. The production is sultry and hypnotic, with groovy bass lines, distorted synths, and a rhythm that feels both seductive and uneasy. Gaga's vocals fluctuate between breathy vulnerability and full-throttle belts, mirroring the emotional rollercoaster of being addicted to someone who might not be good for you. The lyrics paint a picture of surrender, of falling into love's grip despite knowing the risks. There's a push and pull tension within the song, both sonically and lyrically, Moments of sweetness are undercut by darker undertones, making it feel like a dangerous, thrilling ride. The bridge in particular is a standout moment as Gaga's voice distorts and layers over itself, mimicking the dizzying effects of infatuation. Lovedrug is a deeply immersive track, drawing listeners into its intoxicating world and refusing to let them go. One of the most playful and provocative tracks on Mayhem, How Bad Do You Want Me, is a fully fledged seduction. The song leans into funk and R&B influences, featuring slinky guitar riffs, hand claps, and a bass line that oozes swagger. Gaga's vocal delivery is cheeky and teasing, filled with flirtatious energy as she toys with the idea of desire and power dynamics and attraction. It's reminiscent of Do What You Want, but with a more self-assured and dominant tone. This time, she's the one in control. Lyrically, the song explores the thrill of the chase and making someone work for your affection while knowing they're already hooked. There's a sense of playful cruelty to it, as Gaga dares her lover to prove their devotion. The chorus is ridiculously catchy, with call and response vocals that feel tailor-made for a live audience to chant along with it. The production is sleek yet gritty, giving it a raw sensuality that makes it stand out from the rest of the album's more chaotic moments. How Bad Do You Want Me is Gaga at her most confident and untouchable, reveling in her ability to command attention with ease. Rather than a heart-wrenching ballad, Don't Call Tonight is a sleek attitude-driven track that blends elements of funk and rock with Gaga's signature theatrical fare. The song carries an undeniable groove with punchy guitar riffs and an infectious bass line that gives it a retro edge. Lyrically, Don't Call Tonight is about reclaiming power in a messy relationship dynamic. The track flips the unusual breakup narrative on its head. Rather than dwelling on heartache, Gaga makes it clear she's the one in control. The production leans into this empowerment, with layered harmonies and a dynamic arrangement that keeps building in intensity. The bridge is especially striking, with Gaga delivering her lines in a near-spoken growl before launching into a final chorus that's pure liberation. Don't Call Tonight isn't about sadness, it's about shaking off the past and moving forward with confidence, making it one of Mayhem's most empowering moments. Shadow of a Man is a moody cinematic track that blends bluesy rock with dark atmospheric synths. Gaga's vocals are sultry and restrained in the verses, weaving a story of a lost soul haunted by a ghost of who they used to be. There's a nourished quality to the storytelling, with imagery of smoky rooms, fading memories, and love slipping through the cracks. The chorus is understated yet powerful, with layered harmonies that add to the song's ghostly, ethereal quality. Lyrically, the song could be interpreted in multiple ways. It could be about a former lover who has lost themselves, or it could be Gaga reflecting on her own past selves, grappling with fame's tendency to erode identity. The instrumentation builds subtly throughout, culminating in a haunting outro where Gaga's voice echoes into the void, leaving the listener with a lingering sense of unease. Shadow of a Man is one of Mayhem's most unique tracks, standing out for its mysterious, slow-burning intensity. One of the most haunting tracks on Mayhem, The Beast, embraces werewolf mythology as a metaphor for transformation and surrendering to one's primal instincts. The song unfolds like a gothic fable, with Gaga narrating the impending change of a lover who is losing control to something darker within. The production is eerie and atmospheric, with deep rumbling bass, haunting vocal echoes, and an undercurrent of tension that builds throughout. The chorus is almost hypnotic, pulling listeners into the world Gaga has created, one where desire and danger are inseparable. While the title might initially suggest biblical references to the beast in Revelation, the song's actual focus is on personal metamorphosis through the lens of folklore. Gaga's voice shifts between sultry, almost taunting verses and explosive animalistic cries in the chorus, mimicking the transformation itself. The bridge is a standout moment, stripping back the instrumental layers as Gaga's voice becomes raw and desperate, capturing the moment of irreversible change. The Beast is a thrilling exploration of identity, control, and the seductive power of letting go, making it one of Mayhem's most dramatic and immersive tracks. In stark contrast to The Beast, Blade of Grass is one of Mayhem's most stripped down and introspective tracks. With minimal production, gentle acoustic guitar, soft piano, and subtle synth undertones, the song allows Gaga's vocals to take center stage. It's an introspective piece about perspective, fragility, and finding beauty in the smallest moments. The title itself suggests a sense of humility and grounding, as if Gaga is stepping away from the chaos of fame to appreciate the simple things in life. Lyrically, Blade of Grass is poetic and reflective, contemplating the passage of time and the fleeting nature of happiness. There's a quiet sadness in the way Gaga delivers her lines, but also a sense of peace, as if she's come to terms with life's impermanence. The chorus swells slightly, with soft harmonies that add warmth without overpowering the song's delicate nature. It's a moment of stillness amidst Mayhem's more chaotic moments, making it feel even more impactful. The track closes on an almost whisper-like fade-out, leaving a lingering sense of contemplation. Closing out the album, Die With A Smile is a triumphant, full-circle moment that encapsulates the themes of Mayhem: chaos, self-destruction, love, and ultimately acceptance. Featuring Bruno Mars, the track blends classic funk and soul with modern pop production, making it one of the album's grooviest and most euphoric songs. The instrumentation is rich and dynamic, filled with horns, rhythmic guitar licks, and a driving drum beat that gives it a celebratory feel. Gaga and Bruno's chemistry is electric, with their voices weaving together effortlessly as they sing about embracing life's highs and lows. Despite the upbeat sound, the lyrics carry a bittersweet message about living fully and leaving no regrets behind. The phrase, "Die with a smile," suggests an acceptance of mortality, not in a morbid sense, but as a declaration to enjoy every moment while it lasts. The bridge brings a gospel-like energy with layered harmonies and a key change that pushes the song into anthemic territory. As the final track on Mayhem, Die With A Smile leaves listeners on a high note, reinforcing the idea that even in madness, there's beauty, joy, and something worth smiling about. It's the perfect send-off to an album that thrives in its unpredictability. So there you have it. Lady Gaga's Mayhem is a wild, unpredictable ride through love, power, transformation, and chaos. From the industrial grit of Disease to the intoxicating groove of Lovedrug, the raw vulnerability of Blade of Grass, and the triumphant close of Die With A Smile, this album proves that once again, Gaga is in a league of her own. She refuses to be boxed in, blending genres and storytelling with fearless ambition. But now I want to hear from you. What are your favorite tracks from Mayhem? Did any of the songs surprise you? What themes stood out the most to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the conversation going. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive in the future. I break down some of my most favorite albums track by track, so let me know what record I should cover next. So thanks for watching, and until next time.